What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right. So I think it's safe to say, with the latest news, with the latest moves, um, that the Lakers organization, as we knew it for so many decades, um, it's over. Okay. That Lakers team, unfortunately, died with Kobe Bryant on January 26, 2020. And the reason why I say this is because there's no way in hell, if Kobe Bean Bryant was alive today, that the Lakers would be the shit show that it is right now. He's the only guy I can think of that had the gravitas, that had the pull to stop what's going on now, because Jeanie Buss would have had that much respect for him. And let me say this. One of the last things that Kobe Bryant did before he left the scene is he implored Laker fans to give this guy a chance, to embrace him as a Laker. And what has LeBron James done? What has he done? He's turned his organization into a complete joke, a vehicle to basically fulfill his narcissism, his egomania. And he's turned it into a parody of itself. I mean, the Lakers might as well be the Clippers. They might as well be the Clippers now. When Jerry Buss took over this organization back in I think it was 79, when he took over from Jack Kent Cooke, at that time, the Lakers were not a great franchise. Don't get me wrong. They had their great years. When they were in Minneapolis, they won 5 championships. Sometimes I hear analysts, so-called analysts on TV, erroneously say that Kobe, Shaq, and Jordan and Pippen are the only duos to win 3 titles in a row, when they complete, and along with the Boston Celtics with Bill Russell, but they exclude the George Mikan Lakers, who won 3 in a row in the early 50s and 5 overall. But the player that helped solidify the Lakers as a franchise when they moved to LA, because remember, Elgin Baylor was drafted when they were still in Minneapolis, was Jerry West, who, by the way, we just recently lost. And by the way, is also a guy who Jerry Buss completely excommunicated from LA. He was persona non grata with the Lakers. This is a guy who's probably the most important Laker of all time. And Jeanie Buss, who has no grasp of history, in her spitefulness, completely jettisoned him from the Lakers organization as far as affiliation, despite the fact that this man helped deliver their first championship, despite the fact that Jerry West, as an executive, he's the one who brought in Michael Thompson. He's the one, I believe I'm not mistaken, made the move that later became the pick to which they got James Worthy. He's the one that got Shaq in the offseason. He's the one that got Kobe Bean Bryant. And to top it off, he's the one that basically gave the Lakers Paul Gasol for nothing and helped them win their last 2 real titles, the real titles that actually mattered. And this man was excommunicated from the Lakers by an owner who is in over her head, an owner who, since she came up after her father's passing, has a terrible win percentage. If you look at the win percentage from 2013 to now, they got a bubble title, a Mickey Mouse title, which no one really respects. Look at the win percentage; it's horrible. The Clippers have been a better franchise overall since 2013 than compared to the Lakers. By the way, getting back to Jerry Buss. Jerry Buss took over from Jack Kent Cooke, and turned the Lakers into the powerhouse franchise in the NBA. It was Boston that was the storied franchise. It was Boston that had won, at that time, almost one out of every 3.5 championships in the history of the NBA when he came and took the reins from Jack Kent Cooke. And he turned the Lakers into a powerhouse in the 80s, winning 5 championships in 1 decade, 8 final appearances in 1 decade. 8. And with the help of Jerry West in the front office, taking over from Bill Sharman, they extended the dynasty into the late 90s and 2000s, three-peating. But since Jerry Buss has passed away, this team has been on a steady decline. You could argue Jeanie Buss's lack of moves as far as personnel contributed to Kobe Bryant deteriorating physically faster than he should have and rupturing his Achilles. She's the one that brought in Steve Nash. Well, excuse me. She's the one that brought in D'Antoni, which brought in Steve Nash, which was a complete debacle. She's the one that brought in Dwight Howard, who had no business playing alongside a player like Kobe Bryant. And then she's the one that gave all the signals to Kobe. Okay, this team, they're not interested in winning. This team isn't interested in winning. I'm out of here. I'm retiring. Because he wasn't going to be part of that. Kobe Bryant was only about winning. Like Michael Jordan, he was only about winning. He's not about self-promotion. He's not about playing for numbers. He wasn't about playing for numbers and playing for stats. Yeah, he could score and all that, but that's only to prove that he was a great player, prove that to his peers. But once he did that, it was about winning and winning only. That's the only thing that mattered. And now the Lakers are become a franchise that only cares about basically promoting whatever this guy wants. They only care about winning when Kobe was there. Now they care about promoting a brand, being a cult, fulfilling whatever this guy wants. And that's it. That's it. And Laker fans, real Laker fans, are tired of this. They're tired of it. And I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just I don't understand what's going on with the organization in the front office. I've never seen anything like this. And this is not player empowerment. This isn't player empowerment. I'm so tired of hearing his fan base talking about, oh, you hating on LeBron. What's wrong with a player having a say? There's nothing wrong with a player having a say. But it becomes a problem when a player is trying to wear 3 and 4 different hats at one time. Are you a player? Are you a teammate? Or are you a general manager? Are you the owner? What are you? Okay, you got your son on board to play with you, even though you act like you didn't have anything to do with it, when behind the scenes you were doing everything to push for that. You brought in a player, Russell Westbrook, who was an absolute disaster. Everybody could see it from the start it wasn't going to work. Then when it didn't work, you try to move away from, showing that you had any accountability of him coming there. Blaming the front office when you're the one pushing for the move in the first damn place. You got your head coach fired. You brought in somebody that has no coaching experience whatsoever. None. Was a podcaster and a broadcaster and a mid-level player. You brought this guy in. No assistant coach wants to play under this man because of the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he sounds like Archie Bunker behind the scenes. You're supposed to be a pro-black militant. All these dudes be trolling me and talking ish to me, saying I'm cooning because I'm not supporting a black man. Meanwhile, this guy gets black players blackballed. He gets black coaches blackballed. He gets all these people blackballed, do all these unsavory things to people that look like him. But you guys always have an excuse for when he do something. Oh, well, it's different when he do it. It's a chess move. It's a chess move. Got to see the bigger picture. But, you know what I'm saying, he can do whatever he want to do. So at this point, man, you know, the Lakers tradition is gone. It's dead. And, you know, we already know the play going to this season. When they lose, they're going to blame the role players. This shit, they might blame Rob Pelinka. A certain guy never going to get blamed for anything. And he's going to get and what all they're going to talk about is him playing with his son and how amazing that is. Meanwhile, the Lakers going to go probably like 35-47. And everybody will be told to be patient. This is JJ's first year. Don't judge him because, you know, the media going to be in his pocket. The fans going to want to revolt. They're going to act like they don't see that. And then after a year, I wouldn't be surprised if LeBron either retires or opts out and go somewhere else and try to, you know, win a ring somewhere. Him and have Bronny go with him or something. You know,